Trust took it Supreme T. I just caught some Premium 91, now I'm pushing P. I just caught some Premium 91, now I'm pushing P.
Yo, yo, yo. So, man, 91 sessions, you guys. We're here with another session, and we're here with my guy, man. Today, he has no name. He works in the industry, and you know, hey, we don't want to get him fired and shit. All right, man. So what we're going to do, man, we're going to dive into who he is, kind of what he does, and then his time, you know, working in the grow facility.
Yeah, I work in the bloom department, so like I basically just do all the maintenancing, keeping maintain with the plants and making sure what I'm looking for like PM and fucking infestations and whatever doesn't look right, just try to find all the mistakes and try to fix them.
Do you grow at all? Like, are you into growing your own?
Yeah, I actually do it grow on my own, which is pretty nice stuff. I started out about 2 years ago. Um, rough start for sure. I remember I was just flexing on everybody like, "Hi, yeah, look, I got this." And I had one little tree with just like the two colas, and one tree would only give me so little.
Yeah.
But now, for sure, I get 1 gallons up to an ounce. And since I only go personally for myself, I don't sell or anything like that. It's more than enough for me because I'll make edibles. I'll learn how to make tinctures. And I'm learning how to make syrup, so for mixed drinks. Eventually, I'm gonna try to make some mixed drinks.
And you say you've been growing for 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years now, bro. Actually, yeah, November. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 years, bro. To November, we just passed it. Yeah, 2 years. So it's pretty psyched. Learning with the experience of the organic, the way they only do organic. Some people don't like organics, which I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Like, especially if they're in the industry, it's cocoa for life in there, that type shit. And as soon as I tell them I do organics, they're like, "Oh, you might like fluffy, airy buds." And I was like, I mean, when I first had it growing, yeah, they were airy, but now getting better light, better fans, better equipment, better environment. So my nugs are coming a little more dense, less larvae.
Yeah.
So for sure, everything's a learning experience and scientifically the gain, it's just a little here, a little bit of this.
Okay. So you do work I know you work in the little grow facility, but before that, how did you get your start in the industry?
Well, once I had my first 10, my first grow, I wanted to learn more because, once you first start, I'm more of a hands-on person. Yeah, I watch YouTube. Yeah, I watch other people, but I can't really see as good as the video shows. So now that I'm in the facility, I'm more up close and I could see how properly to defoliate and
Yeah.
how to properly water, like how to properly mix the nutrients and all that stuff.
Wait, hang on. So let's take it back before you started growing in the actual facility. I know you were doing something else like a trimming and like packing buds and everything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with. So like, yeah. So like before I started working doing any of that, so like Steezy's, that was my first job in the industry.
Yeah.
So when I got in there, I packed the blunts, I packed the papers, the pre-rolls. I helped them shake all the stuff. Like help them infuse it, like put the infuse in there and mix it up a little bit, fix the blunts and trim them down. Simple stuff. So, but I personally never liked their shit, and I found out why. This is one of the first things that I found out when I worked there was they use the trimmings, bro. Like they use the stems and everything, and they grind it up as much as they can. And they really rely on their distillate. And I was like, none of this is really flour. Like all this shit that we're smoking, like I use it to make edibles or like boil it or cook it, but I don't smoke it because it's harsh. And I was like, now I know why this shit's so harsh and why you be coughing out a lime. Just like it's not because it's fire, it's because it's shit that you're not supposed to smoke.
Not only the weed, but they're fucking like the stems and trimmings and sugar, like all that shit.
The sugar leaves, fan leaves, like basically you might as well give them the bark and just throw it in the shredder, bro, and be like, bro, like this isn't healthy. And I never tried none of this shit. Like,
Yeah.
First of all, it was too expensive. Now that shit's basically on sale. Obviously, why? It's not selling as much as it used to. They used to be like number one in the industry, but now there's so many more competition, like so many different names, and it's still a growing industry. Like right now, like Premium 91. Hopefully, see you in the show.
Type shit, yo. Let's get
But baby, well, that shit goes in the shelf one day. But it's like a growing business. Like it might be slow, but for sure it's growing.
Okay, okay. So like competition is fierce, man. They got to step up their game and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I recently talked to my manager and I was telling him like, bro, I want to be important into the industry. Like, I don't want to just be part of the run very well. I'm just defoliating,
Yeah, well,
this and loading the rooms and shit. Like, I want to be part of like decision makings and something important in the industry. And he told me the main thing you got to do, really know your shit about growing and really know about IPM. There's a lot to learn about IPM, bro. I barely started looking that up yesterday, and I was like, "Damn, this book's huge." Because you could look it up on the app that they gave us. So you could look it up, and it's like, "Damn, this is pretty intense." There's a lot to learn to move, but if you learn it, and they see you're a good worker, then for sure you're gonna be moving up and doing something with the business.
walk me through your day, man, in the grow facility, man. So like whenever you first tap in and clock in, man, like let's go through the process, bro.
Every day is different. So, for example, today I did trellis. We lay out layers of trellis, and they're trying to figure out how to put the trellis, because obviously every tree is not the same. Some are short, some are wide, and some are really tall. Sometimes I feel proud because even though the tree's like tall and big, when you cut it down and you pick it up and you're like, bro, this is barely an ounce. So it's just like, bro, like my trees are way smaller, but I get an ounce. So I'm all like, but I don't feel that bad. It just makes me feel bad because it's a big ass room,
Yeah.
filled with a bunch of trees. So you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like they expected to be like, oh my god, like. But again, like I was like, I see trees every day. I'm here for the experience and the education. I'm trying to learn more. Tomorrow we're gonna harvest, which is big, big day. Basically chop up all the trees, hang them up, push them down to the elevator, send them down, and somebody pulls them out. And then Monday through Wednesday are always a mix between loading and harvest or trellis. A mix. Loading is, well, obviously what you load a broom, you get a bunch of trees and load them, place them, put the emitters in. Everything's automatic drip set. They were just doing King Solomon, part A, B, veg, and bloom.
Yeah.
So they help you out. We help out sometimes if they need help, but everybody's so busy with their own shit to do, you don't get to help much. The other day I did help the veg department and cloning. They took a bunch of clones that we had to repot them.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, you know what I do? Like, yeah, but they don't use any micro. They usually just bury it. Yeah, that's it. But I don't know. Like I've been there for almost a year now. So it's nice to see that there's a lot of things that they're changing.
Yeah.
They're starting to add not just the A and B, they're going to start add a third part of nitrogen. They never flushed before. So they're going to somebody convince them to start flushing, which is like a big thing for everybody that grows knows when you flush, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
But you could tell, bro, like if you smoke dispensary bud and homegrown, you smoke the bud from dispensary, the ash is really, really white, like chalk white. But when you smoke some homegrown, it's white too, but you see it gray, a little black,
Yeah.
like a little mixture of everything. It looks like ash,
Yeah.
so it's a little more cleaner. So hopefully in the future, this process will be a lot better. But as of right now, I wouldn't recommend smoking anything outside of your house.
Okay, so like let's talk about that, man. So like quality of the dispensary bud, man. Like what do you think about the quality of the finished product? Is it pretty good? Is it like mid? Is it like trash?
For sure, they go more for quantity than quality. It could be better, which, like I said, I'm hoping in the upcoming future they're gonna be more better with this 3-part that they're gonna put. But they look decent,
Yeah.
But it just sucks because they don't hand trim anything. So once the tree gets chopped, they take it, they hang it. After 7 days, they destock it, which is they just take it off the.
Wait, 7 days?
Yeah, they just because it's like back to back to back, bro.
Damn. So like not even like a nice slow dry, like they're chopping it at.
Well, it's a nice room. It's controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah, spans pretty temperature, but sometimes some plants are so big all of them don't finish at the same time.
7 days.
Like if you finish, if it's not if I could chop it,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it's gonna cure in the bag.
I look at it like as if you go to Walmart to fucking buy your shit. Like, why would you go to Walmart to buy your shit whenever you can go to like the local rancher or the local fucking beekeeper that makes this shit like locally and like fresh? You're literally get it fresh from the fucking beehive, fucking right to the farmer's market.
Exactly.
Like that shit's crazy and shit. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
bro. It's just like it sucks too, cause well, you know, I was talking to you a while ago that I wanted to get my own rosin press.
Yeah.
For sure, cause I'm a big wax smoker. My buds, I mainly do edibles or I make pills out of them. So, you know, that's my main thing with them. I don't really smoke that much bud, but when I do, I have it, you know?
Yeah.
But I wanted to get my own wax presser because I realized like a lot of the wax they make, it either has a lot of shit on it, like PM, which PM is on powdery mildew.
Bro.
Um, a lot of shit is from the floor because like when you're cutting trees and chopping, you're moving so fast, a lot of shit falls on the floor.
Yeah.
They're just gonna throw in the bucket, throw it in there because it's just gonna get hot, pressed, and put into a cart or put into wax, turn into wax. And that's why everything tastes the same because it's not flush.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's not the same nut, so it might be like Zookies, but it's actually forbidden fruit. They just put it in this thing
And just mix it all together and
they
shit.
just mix it all together, bro. Now you know, but I don't know. Again, I keep going back since I started. I've been seeing them progress to a little bit,
Yeah.
but being a big industry, big company, you can only do so much if you don't have workers.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 facilities where I work. Where I work, those workers really like their job. They really take care of the plant. They do their best to clean the rooms.
Yeah.
But when you go to the other facility, bro, like it was like, bro, like what are you guys even doing here? Like I've heard stories that some of the plants would have pests or spider mites.
Oh my God.
So like the colides would be like webby, bro. Like
And fucking, are they still using that bud with the spider mites? Do they just throw all that shit in there too? Or
they
at the least, do they throw it out and shit? Man?
depends, bro. So like if it's something that's unsavable, because we just found out they had aphids,
Yeah.
root aphids,
Yeah.
and those motherfuckers get stuck to the nut. You can't fucking remove them. So you just gotta chop them, and those thing on they toss them.
Okay.
But the spider mites, you know, they throw the IPM on it, and then they'll get the shock back and suck it.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah, you know, like I'm not saying it's at my place, but it's at another place that I heard. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what they do.
Wait, so they're fucking, sucking the shit off the fucking nuggets, bro?
Yeah, so like all the spider webs and all the little bugs, they'll suck it. And then they'll fucking spray it, and then probably like every 2 weeks they'll suck it again. So bro, it's
Is this before they start budding, or is this like while they're fucking budding, they're spraying it and sucking the shit off too?
the way they made it sound to me is through the whole process all the way through harvest.
Damn.
So it's just like, damn, bro. I guess that company, if you Google it, they did get caught with somebody had some infestation in their neck. So I guess somebody went to a dispo, opened it up, and broke it down, and saw little shit crawling around. You know.
Jesus, man. Yo, hey, make sure you tap in with your local home grower, man, and support that homegrown shit, man. Like, that shit's fucking crazy. Opening up a pack and having shit crawling in that shit?
Yeah, bro. So I'm like, man, I just glad I grow my own shit. I do get samples, but most of the time I hand them out. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm just waiting for my harvest, which I'm about to get one this week. I should. I got the shout out to Premium 91, Luke K. Piffs, and let's get it.
Let's get it.
Got booty cakes coming up.
Type shit.
Yes. Planet of the Blueberries in the Yotes. And then the last one's the Gas Queen.
Well, Planet of the Blueberries, right quick, man. Shout out to the medicinal mechanic, man. Planet of the Blueberries, man. I had got those seeds from him, and bro, you ended up with them. Where they're handing out packs, do you get like actually like the top main like A grade nugs, or are they just like all like smalls and shit? Like, how does that shit be looking?
So they're big, bro. The nugs when you harvest, I don't see them after they dry. I see them when they harvest. They're probably the size of this mic. Obviously, when they shrink up, when they dry up, they shrink up. But I for sure know once they destock it again, once they take it off the stock, they put it in these white buckets
Yeah.
and they transfer it down into the other facility and they throw it into a machine. This machine, it's fucking huge, bro. Like it's probably as big as an apartment. It's big as fuck.
Yeah.
So it throws it down, it shakes like it's a conveyor belt, and it shakes and it separates the nugs.
Yeah.
And then from that point, you know, the little nugs they do this, the big nugs they pack it to this, and you know they separate from that. I'm assuming all the little nugs they grind them up and turn them into pre rolls.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just the process of them. But that's why you end up with all of them looking so small because it's just going through a machine.
And let's talk about like the fucking flavor, man. I remember you telling me like a lot of this shit just kind of like tastes the same.
They smell really good, but it always constantly tastes the same. Like to me, it feels like no matter what strain I get from in there, would always be harsh, never pleasant to like just enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm always coughing along up, like you know, fucking dying and shit, crying. Like that's some fire. And I was like, not really. I just can't enjoy this, you know. Like, but I ain't got no smoke right now. Yeah. Say like I ain't got no smoke. This is what I got right now.
Yeah.
So. You know, the terps just aren't there, bro. That's why, like I said, go back to the wax and you smoke, you're a wax smoker, you'll notice that it all tastes the same unless it's sugar wax, unless it's this or, you know, a different batter,
Yeah.
you know, from snap and pull to shatter, you know, it all almost tastes the same.
We're not shitting on like all grow places because obviously, you know, we're only talking about the one where you work at.
Right.
I mean, you know, it could be different everywhere you go, but this one is specific, man. Everything just tastes like shit.
Yeah, bro. To me, it just don't taste the same. But hopefully, with this upcoming new process and the flushing and everything, it'll be better.
Let's talk about that, bro. Like terps, because I know shit. If it's not, you know, flavorful and fucking terpy, I know they'll fucking like spray it down with fucking like sprayed terps, man. Do you know anything about that?
But for sure on the cars. So like I said, because at the end of the day, it's all a mixture of a bowl. And like it goes back to the distillate. They just make that flavor and add it to it. Add the extra to the cards.
Okay.
And sometimes into the batter or the sugar wax. That's why it tastes so much different because they try to add the terps into there.
Okay.
Because when you get sugar wax is clear. Like water, like clear, like you're like, what is this ice? And then they add like that syrup that looks like honey.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's the terps. Yeah, but on the buds, you get what you get, bro. Like it's like you hit or miss. The only one that I know that tastes as good was the tea one. I was like, man, this one tastes pretty fire. Like,
Okay. Bad. Well, like, hey, if you guys don't know, man, the sprayed terps, man, like that shit's getting pretty big, man, and basically like buds that don't have any flavor or fucking any kind of terps in them, man. They're fucking spraying those fucking pounds, spraying those ounces, man, to kind of add that flavor, man. And you could taste it and fucking like smell the difference, man. Whenever you guys get a chance, go look up sprayed terps and sprayed packs, man. You guys are gonna see what the fuck they're doing, man. Like a lot of these guys, how they're getting flavor into their shit, man. They're just spraying that shit, man. Like that shit is just fucking crazy. Like low grade shit, and they're fucking spraying it so that shit smells like exotic, smells like straight fire, straight gas, man. That shit is, it's fucking crazy, man.
yeah, I know for sure they're trying to work on hiring the THC level because a lot of the low THCs are like 14.
Yeah.
They want them about 20 because, you know, not everybody likes smoking wax. Not everybody likes smoking distillate, and especially on the pre-rolls. A lot of the pre-rolls are mixed with the distillate. So like Juicy has this new pre-roll, which they have a machine that packs them and they scramble it up and they inject it through the middle.
Yeah.
And fill it up with distillate so you get a perfect burn. Boy, you smoke that shit gives you a headache, bro. Like, not a lot of people like that. They want just a regular smoke.
Okay.
You know, so they're working on THC levels to get a little, at least above 20%. So I thought that was good news.
Hey, tell me some of the nitty gritty, bro, behind the scenes shit, man, that just going on.
They don't care about trichomes, bro. So they just chop it They be spraying it on a weekly, and then they spray so much shit on it because you're like, why are you spraying so much shit on it, and you're still getting infestation, you're still getting PM.
Yeah.
On top of that, once they cut it and hang it, if it's like full of infestation, they'll bomb the room. So like they'll bomb the room with Clorox or whatever other shit that they bomb it to just try to kill the most out of it.
And is this just like in veg, or are they doing this shit in like flower, like when there's actual fucking buds on the shit?
They just stopped in veg. Veg is finally completely clean.
Okay.
Because like I said, they changed the pots, they changed everything, so they had to clean the whole room down.
Yeah.
So it's finally stopped there. And, other rooms, this is already running. They're doing it until almost at the end of harvest, bro. So all the way up to harvest, basically, which kind of sucks. You know, you don't really want to be smoking that shit.
Yeah, no.
That's why it's so harsh. Again, I go back to it being so harsh and disappointing and not comfortable to smoke. You're just coughing the whole time, like trying to have a conversation and short.
Right.
The other biggest thing, I hate it, bro. I hate it. Is the PM. There's just every bro. Like not everywhere. I'm letting you over exaggerate, but you know when it's in a room,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. And I remember one time, my first time I came up to it, I was like, yo, I think this is PM. I brought it up to them, and they were just like, nah, that's just water residue. And I was like, are you sure? Like, cause it looks a little fuzzy,
Yeah.
and when you touch it, it's like powdery.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then like when you pull it, it's like
All the spores
just fucking just go everywhere. Something all out there. That's just fucking bothering my eye. This shit, yo, like, this is not no water, you know? You ain't. Because as soon as I see something, I'm like, yo, can I cut this off? Like, just send me a picture. I send a picture, and it's like a nug full of aphids and gnats and shit. And they're like, yeah, go ahead and cut that off. And I was like, fuck. So I cut it off and shit. And then PM, I try to stay away from it now because I grew at home. I did bring it home once, but I used trifecta. So the trifecta helped me a lot with that.
Yeah.
With the PM, like I just took off whatever I saw growing, I sprayed it, and I haven't seen it since then. But every time I see it, I'm like, I'm not touching that. Like, y'all handle that. I'm gonna go do the rest shit's spray though, bro. Like, fuck that.
Like what else, man? Other than like the fucking bugs and powdery mildew, bro. Like what else can you tell me, man? Just like some bullshit that be going on behind the scene.
If you spill wax, if you spill quartz, I just wouldn't do it anymore just because most of the time it's all PM. So that's where all the PM goes. It goes to the fucking wax. It goes to the cards. All the fucking buds. If they think the good quality of buds and if it has a couple,
Yeah.
like you'll be like, fuck it, throw it in there. If it's like infested where it's like covered, they'll toss it out. It's more of that you gotta watch out for. Concentrates, the edibles, the tinctures, all the shit that gets made from it. For sure. Like you gotta watch out for those because you know that's where all the shit's going.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be thrown away. You know, even buds that people step all over. That's all like stepped on. They'll fucking throw it. Like, bro, like I really gotta get my rosin pressed because I know I'm not stepping on my shit. Well, you know what I'm saying. So it's just it's really fucked up, bro. Like people just don't care, and it's just like,
Yeah.
man, why don't you care? Like, oh shit, it's fucking gnats in this bitch. Like, what the hell? Like, you know, or butter rot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people don't go in there and scout right, go into the room and go through each row and each tree, you gotta go through it and open them up and split them open. If you don't split them open right,
Yeah.
they're full of butter rot. So you might be smoking butter rot, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it just fucking sucks, bro, that there's a lot of people that just don't care. They're just there for the check.
You know, he is an insider working inside, and he has the drop, man, on what's going on. That's why fucking, I mean, yo, support your local homegrower, man. We put the love and care into growing that shit. We're not growing a huge facility where we can't keep quality control, man. Everything is, you know, small batch and just all around, man. I would say just all around, just better for you, man.
Stizzy's got his panda one time, and I thought that was just like the shit. When it was like hard times, and we're like trying to get a raise, I asked for a raise, and it's not a good time. And then about 2 weeks later, they cater us with pandas. Like, oh, appreciate you guys getting these high numbers for us, and getting a record of the year and
Yeah.
blah blah. And I guess they got like a trophy for some bullshit
Yeah.
from a magazine of the 2024.
And motherfuckers getting Panda Express, bro. Pizza parties, man. We don't fucking want that shit, man. Give us a fucking raise, man. We got
Nice.
families and shit to take care of, man. What the bro? Pizza party,
Bro, they also got like a donuts from Bosa. Oh, I like this other job, bro, because they give you like yearly evaluation. I've been there for a couple months and I just got a $2 rate. And they're like, you're a good worker, you know what you're doing, you know what you're looking for. Like, so that's what I like about this company. I was like, oh, they're actually paying attention to me. Like, here's a donut, bro. Thanks for coming in today.
pizza parties and donuts don't encourage fucking better work, man. Money talks. Bullshit fucking walks. Fuck pizza parties. We don't want donuts. Fuck Panda Express, man.
Honestly,
Want the money, man.
I want that money for sure.
Okay, so I know how you just talked about, you know, the other spot selling clones and shit. The strains before they harvest them and before, you know, all the bullshit, you know, the rough handling and quick drying and shit, like, are the strains that you guys are growing, like, at least before harvest, like, do they look good? Do they smell good? Like,
Not all of them, but for sure, some of them do smell good. We got rose gold.
yeah.
It smells like runts, bro. If you know the smell of runts, it smells like champagne too. Like if you go to Vegas and have a mimosa, yeah, that's just like the kind of smell that I smell, like very fruity and that's citrusy. But then there's some that you know when it's at the beginning of veg and it doesn't smell like it just smells like veg.
Yeah.
Some stay like that throughout the whole thing, you know. But and then there's other ones like frozen grapes. It smells like anything you could think of a grape, like a grape slushy, grape vape.
Yeah, yeah.
It smells like grapes or like really strong grapes and shit.
And definitely, man, get out and support your local fucking growers, whether they're selling clones or fucking seeds, man. Definitely support the local scene here, man, or wherever you're at. Buy local, man. Okay, so like after cultivation, man, like I assume you guys have like when everything's packaged up and ready to go, you guys have like high tier shit, mid tier shit, and like low tier shit.
It's all the same, bro.
All the same.
It's all the same.
So like some shit that might cost like $80 an eighth is the same as some shit that might cost $15 an eighth.
It's just the name brand, bro. Fuck. It's just the brand, bro. So like, it could be again. I'll go back to Stizzy's. It wasn't even their shit. Because they don't have a cultivation angle.
Okay.
It was either from Cookies, if their shit.
Yeah.
If they didn't have it from Aliens.
Okay.
If they didn't have it from blah, blah, blah. If they didn't have it. So whoever had it, that's what they'll get it from.
Okay.
You know? So it's just like, they might say it's top tier, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it's just because the name is top tier. Definitely don't get pre-rolls because for me, they're a waste of time.
That's where they put all the garbage, everything, just
All the shirt and all the bullshit, and then they're never packed right, so they're always burning wrong. They don't burn right. I'm always stuck fucking rolling them, but I'm like, fuck this. Have you ever smoked spice?
bro. Spice, man. Don't even get me started, man. Whenever Spice was big back in the day, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hey, times was hard, man. Hey, shit. Hey, you need to grab some spice from the smoke shop. Smoking that shit.
No, do you remember the taste of spice? How I was like, is this incense?
Yeah.
So that's the way I'll try to explain it to you. Like, some bud might taste like incense, but some bud tastes like blueberry. Now you tell me about that spray terps, I'm kind of like, is this spray terps?
I started out smoking Reggie, man. Like Reggie was fucking
Not the brick.
big, yup, getting that shit from Mexico. But so this lady I used to get it from, man, and I don't even think back then it was spray terps, but she would spray something on there, and when we would smell the bag, we'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then whenever we would, you know, break it down and roll it up, whenever we would light that shit up, bro, like and hit it, like it would just spark all crazy and shit, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And like just the taste, man, like. That shit was crazy, though. Yeah, speaking of that fucking shiesty shit, man, I remember, you know what I mean, like selling back in the day. I don't want to say cut it. You know how like you would cut coke with different shit to stretch. Fucking, we were selling to like Africans in this apartment we used to stay at. And fucking, we would fucking mix up the weed. We would mix it up with like oregano and shit, man, to like make it fatter and shit, bro. And fucking tie up the bag so it looked all fucking nice and fat. and fucking sell that. And fucking, we even smoked some of it, you know, like with them and shit. And like, that shit was crazy, bro. Smoking Reggie with fucking oregano and that shit, bro. That shit was not the business, but I mean, shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. And until next time, peace.